So curiosity is dangerous, and a better rephrase is curiosity can be dangerous, but really curiosity can lead us to some amazing stories and some excitement in all of our lives. Some zest is the best thing that curiosity has brought to my life. And the story that I want to share with you guys was an amazing trip that I shared with 6 other friends traveling around Iceland. And how that idea started was in English class, not paying attention with one of my buddies, and we just scrolled the internet looking all over Iceland. We didn't look up anything to do, we just saw the pictures and wanted to go. And about 5 years later, we had the idea come up again, and we said, why haven't we gone yet? And there's no excuse. Why haven't we gone yet? We bought our tickets immediately, and once some more friends heard of the word, everyone started buying our tickets, and we even had a friend on the day of buy his ticket. And at the end of it, there was a total of 7 of us. And with the goal to go to Iceland, hitchhike around the entire country, and live out of our backpacks, essentially. And from this huge whole trip, we were there for close to a month. But the small section I want to share with you is our very first hitchhiking ride, how we got that. And that was in the city of Vik. It had beautiful black sand beaches. The food was amazing. I mean, hikes that we could go on forever. The people were kind. The women were beautiful. I mean, I loved this place. I wanted to stay here probably my whole life. And we had the amazing adventure. We had a great day. And then kind of the whole group came up with the consensus, time to go to the next town. And I was a little, mad for the decision. I really wanted to stay and explore this town, but we wanted to stay together, stay as a strong unit. So, okay, we made the decision. So went to bed, woke back up, and it just started dumping rain on us. Like more than Utah has ever showed me. I'm in a $5 poncho I bought from Walmart. I mean, I'm not staying dry for the whole trip. And this is only like day 3 of the whole trip. So we're shoving all of our wet clothes, wet tents into our bags, and now we're running for the bus stop. We had 5 minutes to spare before the bus was supposed to get there. And we're now waiting. We're all cheering. We made it. We're about to be just soaking wet on the bus, but at least we made it. And about 10 minutes goes by, an hour goes by, 2 hours go by. I'm like, where the heck is this thing? And we go and talk to somebody. We finally found someone with knowledge and could speak English. And they said, oh, the bus probably turned around due to the weather. I mean, it's raining sideways at this point. And Iceland is notorious for tipping over buses. I mean, leaving people stranded. This place is no joke. And now we're looking at each other like, well, what do we do? And now my mindset's already on this other place. Like I don't really want to stay. It's cold, it's wet. I want to get to the next town. So I went into the grocery store we were near, grabbed a box, ripped it up, found a guy with a marker, and wrote down the next city that we wanted to go to. And I approached our group and I said, all right, we got to go hitchhiking. And of course there was some problems with the idea. There's 7 of us, we're soaking wet, our bags are as big as us, I mean these 50-pound bags, and we look pretty homeless. So the chances for someone to want to pick us up are pretty slim, but we defied the odds and we went outside, and for about 40 minutes we were cheering, chanting, just walking up and down the road to hail cars and also to stay warm because we were shivering cold. And about 40 minutes goes by and our first car pulls up with 3 other people about our age, and they could take 3 of us to the town that we wanted to go to. And so that's perfect. We loaded up 3 of our friends, sent them down, and now there's 4 of us. And we're there again for another 40 minutes, walking up and down the road, chanting, screaming, just trying to stay warm, keep our spirits high. And a nice elderly German couple pulled over, barely knew any English, but we could get it down that they were also going to the same town. They could take 2 of us. And there was me and my buddy Carson and my friend Kennedy and Abby. And we were fighting who gets the ride, but in the opposite way where we were trying to give the other person the ride and the other person was going to stay back. And as we're arguing, another car with a jet ski behind it, and I highlight that because we made a goal for cool cars, and that was on the top 3. Guy with a jet ski pulled up right there. He could take 2 people to the nearest town we're headed to. That's perfect. So all of us loaded in the car. We're all finally warm, headed to the town we wanted to go to. And we break through the wall of rain. Now it's blue skies. I mean, we can see for miles, and we're feeling like true adventurers. Like, we made it. We figured this out. We can do anything. This is great. And then we get a phone call from our very first car, and they said, hey, there's been a miscommunication. They dropped us off in the middle of nowhere at this gas station. The name of the town we can't pronounce to you. It's this long. The letters are all in the wrong order. Come and find us. And there was that debate again, like, we have the ride, should we just go? Oh, okay, we're going to be better together. So we all met up at the gas station, and as we're kind of planning, the gas station lady felt bad for us. She was giving us free food, free soup, got us our hopes up even more, and then she said, "You're not camping, are you?" And we said, "Oh yeah, these are our homes right here. We're excited." And she says, "We're supposed to have a terrible storm, like a winter warning. There's going to be snow, lightning, wind. You should probably get to your campsite." And it's kind of hard to believe because it's blue skies, not even a cloud in the sky, but the calm before the storm. So we're okay. So they even closed the gas station early due to this winter warning. And so it was about 1.5 miles away. We all just rushed as quick as we could, set up our stuff, dried everything out as much as we could, and also had a fun activity. We went hiking. We saw some like giant waterfalls, rivers. I mean, we got to we walked next to birds that were just coasting right next to us. They were just as curious of why we were there as much as we were watching them. And we make it back to our campsite, and we're hunkered down, and now we're waiting, and a cloud starts forming, rolling by, and we're like, okay, here it comes. We're waiting. And the coolest thing about Iceland at this time of year is the sun never sets. So we were going to see how bad this storm was going to be. And, sure enough, I even fell asleep and woke up to the most beautiful day that we ended up having in Iceland. And we just all kind of looked at each other like, is this it? Like, what's going on? And we kind of learned throughout. We actually had quite a few people tell us the same thing. Oh, terrible winter storming is going to happen. You can't even camp out here. And it was a great day the next day. So I think they did that to kind of keep scaring us. But after that, we just packed up all of our things, threw back our thumbs up, and all of us got some rides. And I'm pretty sure I'm out of time. I wish I could tell you more. There's a ton more to this story. Come find me afterward. I'd love to talk to you guys more, get a lunch. I would love to hear other people's traveling stories. It makes me super excited as well. Let's get a lunch sometime. But last thing, if I could leave, is, of course, curiosity could be dangerous. It could lead us to some terrible down the roads things, but at the same time, it can create us stories that we can connect, share, and live with our friends for all of our lives. So, thank you.